All right, guys, so to recap, weather here is beautiful, especially if you go to the beaches where you get a nice breeze. It's a lot cooler, less humidity. Everything's cheap. So my personal recommendation to all of you, my recommendation is get a taste for it now while you're young. Your future is not guaranteed. You might never be 60 or 70. So don't keep thinking that you're gonna make it that far. Get a taste for it today, and here's how you do it. So many of you are gonna retire one day, and you're probably gonna wanna retire at the beach. I mean, that's just a fact. Look at Florida, look at all of our grandparents. They all go to Florida or they move somewhere warm. So you're gonna wanna retire at the beach. My recommendation is try to save up $10,000, $15,000, and instead of spending it on stupid shit like brand name clothes or things you don't really need, save that money, take a gap year, a life gap year. Just leave your life free. Get rid of your rent, get rid of your car payments, get rid of your whatever you don't need, even your phone bill, get rid of that too. Live rent free. It's so cheap out here. And you can just travel for a whole year on like 15,000 bucks. You can travel for an entire year in, Southeast Asia. And, the beautiful part about traveling is not only is it good for your Instagram, but it also expands your mind and shows you new culture and, meet new people. It's great. Now look, if you are one of the 1% of the people out there that really loves their job, then, good for you. You hit the lottery. But for most people, they don't like their jobs, or their job is a headache or a nuisance. You deserve a year off. Here's another thing, I'm 35 now. I know a lot of my friends make over 6 figures now. So if you're one of those people who makes over 6 figures and you don't really love your job, you could probably make 15,000 a year remotely. Think about that. You probably could do that if you really tried. Companies are trying to be progressive now at these remote work cultures and unlimited vacation days, but as long as you have a boss, you're not really going to be in control of your own life, of your own time, of your own freedom. So, just think about how you could become more free. And LA taught me anything. Freedom is the most powerful currency. Having actual unlimited vacation days. Oh, here's my breakfast. Hey girl, what's up? And yes, Asia may not be for you. You might not like, Asia, Southeast Asia, whatever. You could really do this anywhere you want. You could go to Eastern Europe, South America, Central America, Africa. There's so many other. One quick footnote. Besides freedom, the other most important currency is health. Without health, all the money in the world doesn't really mean much. Ask any billionaire who has a terminal disease if they would trade all their money for health, and the answer is going to be yes. So really, health, time, and freedom. I think those are the top 3 currencies. Somehow, as society messed up along the way, and we made money the most important factor in the world. And there's a lot of people that have enough money to be very happy, and they just keep chasing and chasing like it's an endless video game, like an endless runner. And I love this meme. Honestly, I think that advertising is to blame in a big way, because our job as advertisers is to convince people to buy things that they don't need, or to tell them what they want. And therefore, they need more money. I used to live in New York City, and I had an apartment for $4,000 a month. But I also had a job. I was drinking 5 nights a week with clients. And I had very little time to myself, very little time. So now that I'm out here in Thailand, or even when I was in LA, I drank once a month, twice a month maybe. And I had so much personal free time, and it was awesome. And so while I loved LA, I had to leave because, you need to work hard to make money to sustain that lifestyle in LA or New York. Even though LA is cheaper than New York, I had to move here to stop the financial hemorrhaging and bleeding. And I'm stabilized now, hey. So anyway, if you are upset with your job, if you hate the routine, the monotony, if you hate having to rush your vacation days and rush your gym time and personal time, DM me and let's brainstorm how we can make you a little bit freer. I'm happy to help. If you're already married, I'm sorry for your loss. But if you're not married and you're single, I recommend taking a gap year, traveling the world, meeting people from all around the world, just living this free life. I'll tell you this much, guys. The single best part of traveling single is you get to meet local people of the opposite sex, and they get to show you their country in the most authentic way. It's incredible. It's not an innuendo. I literally mean they take you to the best local restaurants, the coolest places. I mean, I was in Laos. It's pronounced Lao, not Laos, by the way, 2 years ago. And I met up with a local Lao. She invites me to this park, which was an hour outside of town. And I never would have gone or heard about it because it wasn't that big of a deal. It was so far out of town that tourists don't really go there. But she was a local, so we went out there. So anyway, we had a great time at the park. We took a lot of great photos. I'll put some in this feed. And she then invited me to a wedding that night. How cool is that? I went to go to a traditional Lao wedding. It was so cool. Of course, I had no dress clothes with me, so she said that, you know, let's go to the mall and let's buy an outfit. So I'm thinking the mall, you know, the mall that we're used to seeing in America. In Laos, they don't really have a mall. It's just like street vendors, and that was their mall. And so I bought an entire wedding outfit for like 15 bucks. That's my rant for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys watched the whole thing. If not, that's cool too. I'm gonna go get a foot massage, maybe 2 hours. You know why? Because I deserve it. Right, guys? Yeah, range out. There you are. Where's Flex?